Okay, and we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're a few minutes late. I'm sorry.
Well, it's because Fran was running all through the store, gathering up. Well, Liz gathered up half the store before I got
We
here,
have a
and
lot
you
of things
can't
to
see
show
this
you.
side over here
Yeah.
yet. But this is the other half of the store.
We have a lot of
We have
things.
a lot of things this morning. A lot of fun things.
Yes.
Some fun
Yes.
stuff to talk about. Fun stuff to talk about. I think first we should talk about upcoming classes and events.
Sure.
And, okay, sure. Where's your cute little...
So this is a paper piecing class that I'm going to be teaching, and I
So
can't
exciting.
remember. It is May 18th. I should remember that.
Because it's important for you to remember, so
I need
you
to
show
come.
up. You need to
I
come.
need to come. It's from noon to 3, and I want you to bring enough fabric to make at least 2 blocks. So if you want to, make the 4 and make it just like I have, you're welcome to, but you could use these blocks in so many different ways. So you do not have to use them just like this, but I will teach you how to make the block. So then you can take it and run with it. So I am considering this a beginning paper piecing class. So if you've never paper pieced before, or you've paper pieced a few times and haven't, maybe loved it, or haven't felt like you've got the hang of things yet, or whatever, or even if you paper pieced for a long time and you just want to come join us for class, you could do that too.
Because Liz will probably have some tips for you that maybe you don't know yet. So, it's always good to take a class. I mean, even if you've done it before. So here's what I say in a class. If I go out of that class learning one thing, it's a success for me. And I always learn at least one thing.
Well, and sometimes you learn,
Little different.
you learn, okay, that maybe wasn't what I wanted to do. I like what I've already done better.
Yes.
But try what the teacher tells you, because
Oh.
you've hired the teacher,
Right.
basically, for that time. So might as well take advantage. Marianne, you're in Utah this week. I hope we get to see you.
Marianne. Welcome back to your home.
Well, you'll have to plan this next time around Shop Hop. Come for Shop Hop. We'll talk about that in a minute. So jump on. Actually, I will link this class right now.
Good.
So if you want to jump on and join us that day, that would be fantastic. And so that is coming up a little over a month.
Right.
So we've got plenty of time to sign up, plenty of time to get anything that you want. Oh, good morning, Pam. How are you? Didn't notice that Pam Davis.
Oh, good morning, my sweet Pam. Good morning, good morning.
So there's that. Well, and then obviously upcoming is Shop Hop next week in what, 10 days?
Shh. Oh, my head just exploded. Did you guys just see? Yeah. So, I'm working as hard as I can. I always end up with all of these last minute ideas, but I can't give myself an ulcer this year.
Yeah. No.
So
that's
some
not gonna work.
things that I had planned are probably not going to get done before Shop Hop, which is okay, because you know what? It's not like after Shop Hop our doors are closed.
Right.
So we have all of this time. I have a bunch of Christmas things planned, Halloween things, because we're starting to get some of those fabrics in the store. So I've, and the new ones come in, and I'm like, oh, we got to get this done before Shop Hop. No. Stop it, friend. Don't do it. But I feel really good about where we are for Shop Hop.
I think we've
because
done
we have
a lot.
some. So yesterday, Julie brought in a new store sample. I should have grabbed those and brought all those new ones over to show too. Lori brought. Oh my gosh, Lori brought her Just Can't Cut It with the in-house fabric with all the animals. Oh, it is so cute. We'll show it next week.
Good.
We'll show. They might be hanging. So next week we might have to do a little store tour to show you some new.
Yeah, we could do that. In 2 weeks, it will be during Shop Hop. So we were going to do a store tour of during Shop Hop.
Yeah.
So, but we can see. Next week will have to be
quick
because we just have a lot to do next week. But
decorating and all the things.
It's pretty exciting. So.
And Vicky brought in her big new block. It's done, and Roxy said she would quilt it. It's so beautiful. Canton, is it Canton Circle? Canton something.
Circle sounds
Oh my gosh,
right.
She did a beautiful job on it, and those fabrics are so pretty.
Good.
And I forgot to bring over my little. I was going to bring over my little star one with the panels in it. Roxy got it all quilted. It's bound. It's done, and it's another one to show for our panel quilts.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
I'll see. I might run and get it. I might run and get it. You never know about me. I was in my office and I was grabbing up stuff. I ran out of arms.
Right, yeah, me too. I had to take like 4 loads over here. 'Cause
4 loads
we
at
want to
least.
show you guys some
Yeah,
things
we
this week.
do.
So, okay, so there's that, and then there is it a 5th Saturday in May? We've got a
Oh my
special
gosh.
event
Oh
for
my
5th
gosh.
Saturday in May.
So exciting. So exciting. So, our friends Anna Lee and Alyssa. See, I said it.
Alisa.
Alisa. Oh, darn it, I did it
think it
again.
is
I was
Alisa.
trying really hard to say her name properly. No, I blew it again. They are going to do a demonstration for us. So they're going to be demoing the Studio 180 rulers. She has
Which we love.
so much.
Almost all of our rulers, well, any that I've tried.
Me too. All of them that I have tried. And so this board here is just kind of showing you all, and not even all, but some of the things that you can do with a Tucker Trimmer ruler. Here's what I love about Studio 180 rulers. It's not just a one size. Every ruler gives you multiple sizes of whatever unit you're making. And so these are just some of the Tucker trimmers. So of course, half square triangles, quarter square triangles, and I can't remember what this one is called. I never remember the name of. Let me see if it says on the.
See what they call it.
see
I
what
did
they
a little
say.
research a while ago and found it was called a
too, and
tulip block.
And now I've forgotten. Well, okay, she calls it combination unit.
Okay.
Is what she's calling that, because it
Okay.
is. It's part half square triangle and then just a larger triangle, but it's called combination unit in her ruler. Anyway, they'll be doing a demonstration all day, and here are just a couple of pictures of quilts that they have done. Elisa, did you see that? She's made, so her kids are grade school age, right? So every year she has been making a quilt for their teachers.
I think that's so amazing.
That is so kind. And you know what? And good for her. Our teachers do not get paid enough, do not get enough recognition. So I say good for you, sweet girl, for doing
And
that.
she has her kids sign a block. I think
Yeah,
it's
and
so
the pictures.
sweet.
Sometimes she puts their
So
school
sweet.
pictures. So
Oh,
here's
this is so gorgeous.
here's just a couple of the quilts that they have made. That they're gonna, and they'll have a trunk show. So they're gonna be doing the demonstrations kind of off and on all day, but then they will do a trunk show for us. And I think the trunk show is at 1 o'clock, but we'll give you more information on that one too. But look at how gorgeous those are. And these are all using the Studio 180 rulers. We love them.
We love them.
We love them so much.
So
so
that's
much.
basically going on almost all day. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
give you more details. It will be that last Saturday in May, which is May 30th. So if you'd like to come and just watch some demos, we'll let you know for sure when
There's no fee to come and do it.
Yeah, it's just a free event.
It's just to show you. So some of us have bought these specialty rulers, and then sometimes we put them in a drawer and we forget about them. So in our second Saturday, we have used a lot of Studio 180 and Creative Grid specialty rulers, but we don't want you to use them on one block and then put it in your drawer and
Yeah.
forget that you have them.
that makes it really expensive.
Well, it does, and they're so perfect because on both rulers they're oversizing slightly, and then you trim them to the perfect size.
Now, I wouldn't say the Tucker Trimmer is a super specialty ruler. I would say it's because it's so, you're using it for such common units, you know?
Right,
So
yeah.
like a Cat's Cradle or a Lemoyne Star, I think those are even
Those are
more
very much
specialty.
specific.
But the Tucker Trimmer, I think, is a level beyond that, and it just really helps you do anything with diagonals.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
So, which
Yeah,
are so
that's true.
common in all of our
Oh,
quilting.
yeah.
So that's the other thing too is I joke with my mom about this all the time. She'll be doing something. I'm like, Mom, you have a
have a
tool
ruler
for that.
for that.
So pull out your tool. And she just
Because
gets
we
used to
forget.
using the
Yeah.
simple things. But I like to use tools though. And I usually pretty much remember what I've got and that I pull it out. So, but I don't think everyone's the way. my mom is a
Right.
perfect example. I'm
Right,
like, Mom,
right.
you can do this. And so,
Well, some of us that have been quilting since the days of the dinosaur walked the earth, you kind of get set in your way and you're like, okay, I have this ruler and this is what I use that for.
Right.
So sometimes it's kind of hard for us to remember, oh, fast forward 40 years, they've come out with some better tools, right? So I think in your mama's defense, I get it. I'm with you, Miss Margaret. I'm right there by you, friend. But yeah, if you have these rulers, get them out and use them because you spent good money on these rulers.
Or during the demo, if they demo something and you go, oh, that's something that's really challenging for me. I think if I had a ruler, it'd make it easier,
Right.
quicker, faster, more accurate, any of those things. That's when a ruler's beneficial for me.
Perfect example for that is the Creative Grids Ultimate Flying Geese Ruler, right? So our sweet Debbie really struggled with those flying geese. I said, oh, Deb, have you ever used this ruler? No, what is that? So I told her, showed her the board that we had made up of it. She says, oh, I'm going to buy one of those. So she comes back the next day and she says to me, oh, friend, I love it so much. I slept with it last night. I said, oh, I hope you didn't roll over on it because that gives you a sharp point. Ouch. So there are a lot of tools that have been introduced to us since we first started, our quilting journey. So, and some of them may not be for everyone. I know our
I
sweet
agree.
Pat, she fought me for the longest time on that because she loved the rectangles and the squares on the side for flying geese.
For flying geese. And that's the thing about quilting is you just find what works for you and what doesn't work for you, it's okay.
She loves the ruler now. I finally taught her how to use it, and she does like it.
And that's one reason why I think the
waste.
demo is so good is because you get someone else's perspective. And I can watch a video or I can read instructions, but a demo is going to be a big difference for me.
So we're really excited. They're going to be demoing.
That's coming up. And
That
then what
is
do we want to show for these?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Miss Heidi is going to, I think it's called Toppers and Runners Club. I don't remember.
I will
positive.
try
But
and look it up.
Heidi is, so I've been doing the little Charming Club, the Moda Charming Club.
Quilt
and-
toppers?
Quilt toppers. And Heidi said she would love to do a class on runners and small table toppers. And I said, hey, how about you take over mine? So it was so funny. So I come in one day and I said, okay, Heidi, you're making all of these samples. So she said, will you help me with the class? I said, sure. So I come in one day and I said, so Heidi, you're making all of these samples. So what do you want me to do? And she says, well, I want you to just come in and say hi, look cute, and then you can leave. I went, well, I can come in, say hi, and I can leave. I'm not sure. I might have to work on the look cute part. But she's so brilliant. So what she's doing with this little club is she's going to, it'll go for a year, but you don't have to sign up and do it all year long.
Yeah,
Like
just come
if
to the
you
ones
can't
you want.
make October or whatever, and we'll try and get those posted in advance. So if you see something you love, you'll know you want to jump on and
get
join
registered for that
and
particular
get registered
one.
for that one. There will be quilt kits for all of them. That is not a prerequisite to come to the class, though. You will have to buy a pattern, or there is a little Annie's book, and I know for sure that there are at least 3. It's a $10 book, and I know that there are at least 3
that she's doing out of there.
that she's doing out of that, which makes that like what 333 point
per runner.
per runner. This is one of those nice little villa. Oh, this is one from the book. This is one from that cute little runner's book, the Annie Runner's book. Table toppers, I think they call it. Or toppers for season 8. Anyway, it's
We'll
got
let you
some
know.
cute stuff in it. But this one is just one of those little $2.49 Villa Rosa or $2.99, whatever it is, Villa Rosa patterns. So none of the patterns that are in them, and some of them are ones that years ago, Susan Wiley and I did a club called Strip and Run. We didn't, don't worry, no police were involved. We didn't get hauled off to jail. We used strips, and so they were runners,
Using strips.
runners or little table toppers. And so there, and that was, oh my gosh, what did we say, like 15, 20 years ago we did that. So there are a couple of patterns that Heidi's going to use from that one that we did. But what she's doing, why she's brilliant, so this will be in May, You bring your sewing machine and you actually sit here and you sew on your little projects. And so if you're doing this in May, you can easily get this done before the summer when you want when you'd want to display it. And they're going to be small enough that you could quilt them on your home sewing machine.
If you wanted to.
Or big stitch quilting if you wanted to do that. And the kits, I can't remember what this one is, but they're not going to be very expensive for the kits either. So it'll just be they're small projects. So we're pretty excited about that.
And I love, especially when I've done some big stuff, to then do a small thing and just get it accomplished, and it's beautiful. So, and this one I believe was quilted on a long arm.
Yes, both of them.
But they're so pretty.
Yeah.
They're just gorgeous.
Yep.
And
she went over to Miss Bridget's and they got them all quilted up.
So I've linked that, and all of the dates are listed for the next year. So you could go look, and now the projects aren't listed on those specific dates. So know that there'll be a different project every month.
Yes.
But if you want to come to the May one, and you're doing that tabletopper, Heidi will probably have a few months planned out at a time.
Well, the next one is the watermelon one. Yes.
So that'll be June. Okay.
And she's working on July right now, which is a sunflower one.
Ooh,
so that will
pretty.
be September's. That will be
August.
No, September, because that one will be in July. The class will be in July, but it's kind of for a September month. Yeah.
To
So she's trying to do them. So you'll have about 6 weeks before.
Yeah.
Like we're doing the 4th of July one or the patriotic one in May. So you've got about 6 weeks, to get those done before you put them out. Yeah, she's brilliant.
So I've linked that for you as well. And so we'll have more details about some of these things coming. But Shop Hops next week, which we've talked about. The class. Okay, and then we wanted to talk about panel quilts. And we have a lot to discuss.
See the table behind us?
I tried to pull, and I'm not going to say that it's all of it, but I tried to pull all the panels that we have in the store, and I don't think I've got them all. And some of them are on sale.
Yeah.
So realize that. Always check our sale fabric.
So let's talk about why panel quilts are kind of a cool thing to make.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I think there's a lot of different benefits to those. Oh gosh, sorry, my daughter's texting me. They kind of give a lot of wow and color and design without you having to do a lot of piecing.
Right.
So, but you can take it from hardly nothing, just really quilting a panel, to doing a lot of piecing and just using the panel as an accent or whatever. So,
I'm gonna look here and see if I brought something that's just really, I have a lot. Well, that one, I mean, this one has maybe a little bit more than what I would, but and panels come in all shapes. Oh, sure. Panels come in all shapes and sizes, right?
Yes.
So sometimes they come in ones that are vertical, sometimes they're horizontal, sometimes they're squares, sometimes they're rectangles. So a panel cannot just be like your great big, like this guy. Show this guy. So a lot of them, are your great big. We love our Janet Wicker. Her artwork's amazing, but like some of them are just these great big panels like this, right? But you can have others that are just little pieces, just
so this
little ones, but it's still a panel.
Cut up, it's fairly small. And so sometimes you can take a panel and just use parts and pieces of it. Even if you don't like the whole panel, you could just use, or if you just had a couple of these ladies that were your favorites, or not all of them are even ladies, but, and just do something smaller with it and just make a little tiny teeny thing.
So my friend Kay came in with her little quilt done like this, and I said, Kay, I've got that panel. Can I make up that and do kits? And she said, sure. So my sweet friend Kay, that was hers.
Well, and I want to show this. This border fabric, these stars are not pieced. They are out of fabric. A print. And so sometimes even regular fabric can be used as a panel type, you can fussy cut things.
Now, we love Villa Rosa. I said that a minute ago. We love their patterns. This one is called
Yes.
Fernanda.
And I've got another kit on the table that we'll show you. And it's a quilt I did, so I've shown it to you. I know I have.
But this one was kind of cool because it uses the big panel, plus there was a border stripe in that same line, and just very little piecing that goes on around it. But how it just, I mean, it really is,
It's a fun one.
it's a way fun one. What's this? Oh, Queen Ween. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite. Do you think I like Halloween? I might like, and Christmas. So we went up to a store in Idaho, and she had this quilt hanging, and so I contacted her and got the patterns from her, and did quilts from it. So again, this is our Janet Wicker
It's really
fabrics
cute.
that we love. But so in talking about different sizes of panels, like here's some, so watch in the future, because Fran took these crazy panels home to design some quilts from. But see, this is pretty much a square, so that's how many pieces come in the fabric repeat. So we'll do something fun with that one.
And then look at the edges. I mean, it's
I love
not
it.
necessarily a panel, but you could use
could use
this
that
as
lettering.
a border print or whatever you wanted. That would be really fun.
Oh, this one is squares again. I think I really do like Janet's stuff.
Yeah,
right?
so some are like a
Right.
full panel that might be, 36 by 42 or something.
Right.
And then some are smaller.
And
individual
some are
squares.
even
I mean, these
smaller
are, these are much
squares.
smaller.
See, those are much
These are like
smaller
stamps.
squares. And then, okay, and then like this, oh, I think this is so beautiful. We haven't cut our kits from this one yet.
We're
but
making a huge mess here.
we are making a big mess, and I don't care. It's all good.
It's our
We'll
store.
clean it up. It's our store.
We
We'll
do
clean
have
it
to
up.
clean it up.
We do have to clean it up. Okay,
No,
let's
it's
see.
this way.
It's this way.
I'll hold this.
You
You
hold
hold
that
that.
side. Okay, look at this. So this is Lisa Bonjean's beautiful. Look at that patriot. Look at that eagle. Is that not amazing? So we are going to be doing some kits out of this as well.
We have one patriotic one right here. I'll grab.
Yeah, we do.
It's right here. We've got this sample done, and it's on the bed. Actually, I think. Right as soon as you walk in the door. So the center is the panel, and then there's piecing stuff around. So that's something I think people think, well, the panel's small and I want a bigger quilt.
Right.
You just need to think about what extra piecing, what extra borders. And sometimes you could use multiple panels and make it bigger as well.
Uh-huh. Or another thing that we have done here is we've just taken that panel and just bound it, just quilted it and down, and then you can put it on a door, or on your table, so you don't
Or the
even
back of
have
a couch
to,
is really
Yeah.
pretty, or a chair.
So this is my Donna's pattern that our sweet Liz just.
And I think
the
we showed
samples
this
in the
one.
store.
Yeah, it's hanging up. I
It's
couldn't.
hanging up, but
I didn't really
that's
pull it down, but
also another cool.
really
panel.
cute piecing around the edge, but that whole center is just a panel. So,
Well, this is another panel.
yeah, this
is another.
Ferdinand one. This one is hanging on the ladder, and this is the one I did, and so I really think that you guys have probably seen it. But do you see, even down to that white kind of lacy detail? That's part of the panel. So it's just these kind of rust down from there. So there's that. This one is one that you cut
cute.
up. This is Hello Alice by Sarah Watts, and it's really cute.
It is such a cute one.
Our Erin did this
She
one,
did.
and it's a really fun bright one. This one's hanging in the store as well.
So Ruby Society.
Ruby Star.
Right, Ruby Star. That's their
That's one of
fabrics,
theirs.
and it's so fun.
This one we've shown you, and this kind of segues into a little bit different of a topic, but this one is, you could consider it a panel, but you could also just consider it a print. Some people call it a convenience print.
Don't call it cheater. No,
So,
don't call it cheater.
there is the cheater print
No!
terminology in the world, but you could
Quilters aren't
you could cut these up. You could leave them whole. The
Mm-hmm.
one we have in the store, it's hanging up, is just, we've left it whole. The whole center of the quilt. And this one, as well as this print right here, they're wider than the normal 42 inches. And so I want to say this was 52, 54.
54.
I think it's
58.
54.
This
So-
is 180, isn't it? This one is 109/110. Great back, but also
great back.
if you're just learning to, if you've just bought a long arm and you're trying to figure out, ooh, how am I going to quilt things? How perfect if you've got a convenience cloth that's already got all of this pieced on there for you. Because then if you wanted to outline this, you could come in and do some custom quilting right on this piece.
And do a lot of practice.
Yes, and not have to quilt the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
piece the whole thing, but you're able to quilt it.
Yeah.
Same with that beauty.
And or if you didn't have a long arm and you wanted to practice on your
know,
own
sewing
machine,
machine.
you know, you could cut this into 4 of these blocks and then just start practicing yourself. And I think that's one of my big hang-ups with quilting on my home machine is if it's something I've spent a lot of time and energy on
Right.
piecing, I don't want to practice on it. So something like this would be absolutely
Be
perfect.
So this is kind of another sample of, it's not really a panel because it's running yardage. However, I thought I grabbed the quilt from the house, but I didn't. You could take this, cut it in the center, use half, and then make piece blocks down the center of it.
So it'd be the reverse of a lot of things that we've shown you where the panel's in the middle and then piece blocks on the outside. This would be the total opposite of your panel pieces on the
Right.
outside, your pre-printed stuff on the outside. So, and I think one thing that, I don't know if you would consider this a downside or not, but sometimes the printing on the fabric doesn't stay perfectly straight.
Oh,
so there
yeah.
is a little bit of forgiveness that you have to give with panels, because, oh, we totally covered up your chair.
It's
didn't
all
we?
right. I can move stuff. You know, that little one that I just finished that, oh my gosh, and hopefully they'll hurry up and get me my bolt of fabric here. When I went to cut those apart, they're rectangles. And when I went to cut them apart, there was one that was a little bit ski-wampus and a little off. So you do kind of need, sometimes you end up kind of just tweaking a little bit
Yeah.
to get it to be the
Well,
right
and
size.
I looked at the bigger panel that I did, and actually just today when I noticed the bottom of the panel, it just kind of goes off on an
Yeah.
angle, but the sides are straight.
Good,
So I
perfect,
just had
perfect.
to, I kind of had to pick the lesser of the two evils, and when I trimmed it up. So there is that, and that's because of the digital printing
Right.
aspect of it. But that's what gives you all the fun colors and the
Right,
design.
Right. Yeah. So
There's that give and take there.
We have, like Lizzie said, there's probably more panels next door than this. I don't buy a ton. And you know what else sometimes is fun to do with panels? Like this is a perfect example, a bag.
Oh, yeah.
A project bag made out of this. How stinking
I think
cute.
these are
This is
so
Corey
cute.
Dantini's artwork again. I love her quirky because it's just a little, look at that face that she's making with her scissors. She's like, do I want to cut this up or not? I'm not sure.
Well-
I might hold on to it for a while. But yeah, or a little pillow. Like if you wanted to just make
Yeah.
a pillow. Or another thing you could do with this is you could do a little bit of hand quilting on it and frame it.
Oh, there you go.
And frame it.
That's
like,
really
wouldn't
cool.
those be cute framed up and put in your sewing room?
Oh, they would be adorable. There's a lot of different things. And one thing I
Yes.
didn't bring over, because I brought a lot over, a lot of these panels have coordinating prints that go with
Yes.
them. So if you didn't want to do a lot of piecing and you just wanted to do a couple of borders, buy the panel, buy the coordinating prints.
Voila.
Voila.
Slap it together and you call it
So
good.
I think it's a great way to learn. I think it's a
Yes.
great way to save yourself some time if you needed to give someone a quick gift.
Right.
If you wanted to do a donation but didn't want to spend a lot of time piecing, there's so many positive things. So if you guys have reasons why you love panels,
Yeah.
let us know. Let me see if anyone's commented.
They're just, they're fun. And the artwork that's on, and I love itty bitty piecing and a million pieces in a quilt, but sometimes, like the ones that I showed you that I have at my house, I I like those too. I like
Yeah.
those too. I like to see those big, beautiful faces that Miss Janet does.
Yes,
on her
they are
artwork,
so
and
sweet.
Yeah, they're fun.
And you get, to me, it feels more, well, like art you'd hang on a wall,
Yes.
kind of thing. Because you're
Yes.
getting a big picture.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
you're getting
Good way to
something.
explain. Yes.
But that's not true because you would hang a quilt on the wall too. So that's not exactly right, but you get what I'm saying, right?
I think that there's a place, and there's so many. I don't buy every panel that's out there because there are a million of them. I'm pretty picky about what panels I actually do buy.
Right.
But so when you come to my store, you're only going to see cute panels. So just saying. But there's a lot of different things that you can do with the panels. So not just a quilt, you could do bags, you could do wall. I mean, there's so much that you could do with the
Well, and we don't have one scheduled right now. If we get enough interest, we will. But we have the panel panache class,
Yes.
which that's not a quick use of a panel, by the way.
Oh my goodness,
But
that's
it
our
is
friend Ruth.
amazing,
Oh, wow.
and they are gorgeous, and every single one is unique and different.
Yes.
And so that one's kind of fun. We've probably shown you a sample because we had one hanging in the store for a while. But anyway, if anyone's interested in that class, let us know.
That one actually uses 7 panels.
Of the same
Of the
panel.
same panel. And then you cut that up in different places. Like you leave one whole, and then the other ones, it's
pretty
kind of like
whole.
a stack and a whack. No,
Yes.
you do. You leave one complete, and then the other ones you cut up in different places and make blocks that go around that panel.
But I've seen them like even go into the
Panel
whole
a little
panel,
bit.
you know, so it the whole panel's not left square
Yeah.
or rectangle. It's so pretty.
Yeah,
It's
our
so
friend
artistic.
Ruth did a class for us on that. And, oh,
Let's see. I've got
beautiful.
somebody who's commenting and I
okay,
want to
let's-
see what it is.
Okay.
Why can't I see what you just commented? I think panels can give quilts life and experiences that piecing cannot.
I agree.
I still piece blocks with panels, so the quilt is still very much a legitimate quilt. But even better, I use panels a lot. That's fantastic. And I think even just a panel quilt is a legitimate quilt.
It's still a quilt.
It's still a quilt.
Because you still got to quilt it and you still got to bind it. And
Yeah.
to me, that's what makes, right? Now I'm a quilt.
Yes.
Now I'm a quilt.
But thank
I've been
you.
quilted and
I
bound.
think that was Ray
Absolutely,
who commented that.
absolutely. Nice.
So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I'm not seeing all of the comments on my computer. That's so weird.
Her computer's being
I'm
weird this
sorry if
morning.
I've missed some of your comments. Oh, there we go. Maybe I can see it now. Now it says we have 8. Oh, perfect.
Good. There you go.
Teresa says I did my first Christmas panel quilt. I love that.
Good.
So my kids love quilts with Minky on the back. And especially Christmas ones, right? Because that's when you're cold. And so there's and now her name's gonna leave me. She is a designer. She comes out with a Christmas one almost every year. Christmas panel.
No.
She designs for Moda. She lives in St. George. I can see her face. Lella Boutique. And so I've got, I think, 3 of her Christmas panels over the years. Some of them I've left pretty plain. Some of them I've done a couple of borders on. And then those are our Minky quilts that we leave out for Christmas. And they're nice because they kind of all coordinate. They kind of all look kind of nice. So they're on our couches for Christmas. Actually, we leave them out till Easter because
My Christmas is just a mishmash of whatever. And we love it. We love it.
yeah, those are the ones my kids fight over though because
The
they're
Mickey's
so
on the
soft.
back. Yep.
So.
Yep.
It seems like I had one other thought about panels. Oh, we talked about bags, but the Poppins bag that's really common that a lot of people like to do. I think these would be really cute on that.
Yes.
Or
'Cause
the
we've
bigger
used-
prints.
So with that giant one.
Yes, that was a
the
panel,
giant
wasn't
one.
it?
It was a panel.
Yeah.
And then I think one of the Poppins bags that's over there is a gas sleeves,
Yes,
which you
it
can't
is.
get anymore. I'm really sorry. And then the other one is Tula, I believe, is what the other one is.
Yeah,
So-
and that's a good point because some of our bigger printed fabric
prints.
you can use very similar to a panel.
yeah, absolutely.
Because you don't want to cut up some of those, especially the Tula, her beautiful faces or the animals or whatever you don't want to cut up. So you can treat them like a panel
Right.
in a way.
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So,
So many fun things.
well, I think we've probably talked your ears off.
Yeah, and friend, she has to go to work. I have a couple bills to pay today. I gotta. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, Julie brought her first 6, so we're gonna start a new wool block of the month. It's Christmas.
Oh, that's going to be
She
fantastic.
brought 6 of the blocks finished. So there's 13 blocks total in that one. And so we have to assemble that one today so people could start
Get it
signing
ready.
up. We have to get it ready.
Get it ready.
So that's on my
the to-do
today.
List. Well,
is
I
long.
hope that you guys are going to. So today was chilly this morning.
It was, and it's supposed to be even chillier, I think, tomorrow.
Oh,
I think,
is it?
I
Yeah.
think there was maybe
did
a
see a
chance
freeze
of frost
warning.
tonight.
So yeah, yesterday I had canceled plans, which I love making plans, but
Right.
canceled plans are really nice. So I got to spend quite a bit of time in my sewing room, and it was really, really nice. And it was sunny, but kind of rainy sometimes, and so it was a perfect day to be in my sewing room yesterday.
Nice.
So
I was not. Well, I was for a minute in the morning, and then I had to come to work.
but I had not been in my sewing room in
Okay.
2.5 weeks,
Okay,
I think.
let me ask you something about that. Do you start feeling like you've been deprived? Like
Oh yeah.
I said that to Donna the other day because I've been frantically working on orders and stuff for Shop Hop, but not really being able to
Just so.
so. And so yesterday when we were talking, I said, I'm working on my next second Saturday because I'm not going to be here, so Liz has to do it for me. So I have to have my boards done, my blocks done. I have to have everything done for her before Shop Hop. So I was trying to work on that a little bit yesterday morning, and I just love being able to sit at my sewing machine
Yeah.
for a little while and just sew, and then I can just forget about all this other stuff that's
Yeah,
rattling around
I
up
know,
there.
exactly.
And that's good for me. I think it's good for everybody.
There are some days that I just realize for my mental health, like
need
that's
to
what
do
I
it.
just need to go.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be 10 hours, but it's amazing what even just an hour can
Yes.
do, or even a half an hour if that's all I can fit in. But I did go to 2 retreats back to back, and so that was part of the reason I hadn't been in my sewing room. But then I had just dumped everything, and then we went on vacation. And then when we got back from vacation, it feels like we've just been so busy, and so I haven't been up there. And so I had to unpack things and organize things, and so I probably spent, I think, about 2 hours before I even got to sew, but I felt so good.
Speaking of organizing, you know how I lost my ruler for second
Oh,
Saturday?
did you find it?
I found it.
Where was it? Was it
right
under-
where I left it. So I had my little orange project box that I had all of my stuff for my charming club, right? Because that was last
yes.
Thursday. I had that sitting on a little table there where my girls are coming to sew with me. And I picked it up to put it away, and guess what was under
There
it?
was your ruler.
With all of my lovely markings that I made on it for everybody to see. But hey, but I found it.
You
The
found
news
it.
is I
That's the
found
good
my
important
ruler.
thing.
I
Yeah.
still haven't found my 1.5 by 12.5. So if anybody knows where that one is, please let me know. I had to buy myself a new one. Dang it. That's okay. That's okay. Well, we got work to do.
We do. We got to get
got
some
work to
stuff
do.
done. But
So-
we hope you've enjoyed today.
Yeah, and let us know if you have some other great ideas for panel
Yes.
quilts, because there's so many that are out there. I know Donna does a lot of panel type quilts at her shop as well, and I'm just always amazed to see the different things that people
do. That's kind
with
of
the
a fun
panels.
thing too. If you have a panel, go look and see what people have done with
Yes,
it, because you
yes.
can get some inspiration and ideas. And don't feel like it's not legitimate. Don't do that.
No, quilt, it's a quilt.
It's a quilt.
If it's quilted, if it's bound, it's a quilt.
It's a quilt.
It's a quilt.
There you go.
And if it's not quilted and bound, then it's a lady in waiting. I have a lot of those at my house. Oh, maybe someday, maybe. I keep telling him that every time I pass by him. I give him a little pat and say, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Anyway, have a great week, everyone, and we will see you back here again next week.
Next week.
I'm not sure if we know what we're talking about. Oh,
No, we do know that it'll just be quick.
it'll be quick.
Because we'll be having
we'll be
Shop Hop in
crazy.
just a couple of days. But
It'll be crazy.
we'll give you guys a sneak peek next week, and then the next week will be an actual Shop Hop tour. So
Yes,
you'll get
because
to see
it'll
it.
be all decorated. Maybe somebody will show up in a costume.
Oh, it'll be fun. It's gonna be good. I hope some of you are planning to come. It'll be fun. to
It's
see you.
always fun. And the store owners have just worked so hard. all the work that's behind the scenes. It is a lot. It is really a lot. But once Shop Hop starts, it's that party, and it's like,
Yeah, it's
ta-da.
really fun.
Anyway, have a great week, everyone. Be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and get some sewing in there. Because
Yes.
for your mental health, we all need it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.